Welcome, Healthy Minds community. My name's Andrew Burroughs. We're going to dive into a few reviews from our App Store. The first one is by Bessie Hoffmeister, and she says, I've been using the Healthy Minds app since early in the pandemic. Unlike many meditation apps, this one walks you through the science of mindfulness. You start with easy exercises and build up to longer, more challenging ones. You can save your favorites to do over and over. I found so much presence of mind via Healthy Minds. I'm a much calmer, happier, less angry person when I do a daily practice. I recommend it very highly. Well, thank you, Betsy. That's a wonderful review to get, and a couple of things to highlight there. You talk about doing a daily practice, and I think that's super important. Science shows that building a habit really is founded on regular repeating and practice. And so doing that, whatever it may be, daily is super important in making that habit stick. And the second thing that's worth reporting here from your review is that you can sense the difference in yourself, the calmness, the happiness, being less angry, beneficial for you and the people around you, I'm sure. But that sensing of those changes taking place really is a motivation to keep going, and it sounds like you're on a good track. So thank you. Second review is from Anna Marie Tovar, and Anna Marie says, I find myself wanting to open the app in my free time instead of social media or movie apps, because I remember feeling calmer and happier after listening to the clips and practicing skills, and that makes me want to come back and learn more. Well, wow, Anna Marie, if you're picking Healthy Minds over social media, we're doing something right. It's great to hear. And also, I want to highlight that you mentioned remembering feeling calmer. The skills that we teach are skills that are persistent over time. And so the fact that they are staying with you over the course of weeks or months is very encouraging and something that we actually would expect to see. And then lastly, you really report that that positive feedback that you're getting is a motivation to keep going back and learning more. So obviously you're a curious person, and it's great that you found us. So thanks for your review. This one's more challenging, by Ivan Katz. Ivan tells us that it's very difficult for me to because of his mental illness, but his therapist has suggested that he keeps trying it. I'm still trying, even though it feels like a waste of time. I often feel nothing, and when it asks about goals or anything positive, I have no idea or no way to answer. Still, I keep trying because somebody wants me to. Well, Ivan, I'm sorry that you're struggling with that sensation of perhaps not feeling like you're making progress in this endeavor. But people learn and feel those changes and those benefits at different rates. Some people quicker, some people not so quick. I would encourage you to keep going. We have seen, the science has shown, in fact, that the more someone works at these skills, the greater their well-being over time. It does improve. We have a lot of evidence to back that up. So I think if you keep going, you will feel some benefits, and I'm glad that your therapist is there encouraging you to keep moving. Cat the Cat 13 has a review titled Seems Realistic. They don't say to not have negative emotions or to be happy all the time. They seem realistic in the way that they talk about the mind and some better ways to think. I'm not that far into it, but the voice is pleasant and the words are understanding and kind. They don't tell you to get rid of the bad stuff, just to think about them and yourself in a different way. It's very good. Well, thank you, Kat. You're pointing out something really important here, and that is that this kind of approach, the one that Healthy Minds is offering to the world, really is not about sweeping the bad stuff under the rug and trying not to think about it. It's about learning how to tackle those challenging emotions, challenging times more effectively. And yes, in the moment, they can be difficult to deal with, but once you've learned those skills, you will find that you can bounce back more effectively, be more resilient in the face of adversity, and that will stand you in good stead for other things that may come up in your life. So thanks for pointing that out. The last review is from Jim McLaughlin. Jim says, this app has been amazing for me in learning to take more control over my mind, attention, energy, emotions, and reactions. I'm measurably happier since beginning 4 months ago. Well, Jim, the point that you make initially here about having control of your mind is something that we would love everyone to hear about. I don't know about you, but I grew up thinking that my brain had a mind of its own and it was going to do what it was going to do. But the science has shown that actually we have the ability to influence the way our minds grow and develop. and that they change every day. And so you are realizing that by practicing certain types of skills, you can actually control your mind, develop your mind in new ways, like a muscle, and that it can really have an influence on how you show up in the world. The second thing I want to point out is that you talk about being measurably happier. And of course, measurement from a science-based perspective is super important, whether that's your own personal measure internally or whether some of the measures that we've developed in the Healthy Minds program. Doesn't matter. You're feeling the difference in compared to how you were a few months ago, and that's the most important thing. So thanks for sharing. Thanks for watching, and continue on. Thank you.